even for Victim Services Director of Houston Crime Stoppers, Andy Kahn.
When I looked at this, I'm going, this is the stuff you see in movies.
Spencer 900 Northwood Street.
This guy had to have done a lot of deep background, had to prepare for this. This was not some random, spur of the moment deal.
Documents show showers did serve.
All right, what's up with the YouTube fam? I'm back again with another video. So listen, before I jump into this video right here, I want to start it out the right way by sending out some positive energy to each and every one of my supporters out there that's rocking with me and supporting me. Thank y'all, man. I really do appreciate y'all. Even if you just became a supporter right now in this very video at this very minute, thank you as well. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and I hope that everybody out there is having a good, prosperous, productive day today. And if you're not having a good day today, just stay motivated and stay consistent and keep you some faith with you with everything that you do, and I promise you, you'll get through whatever you're trying to get through, and you'll get to whatever you're trying to get to. Just don't give up, don't get discouraged. There's going to be a lot of hiccups on the way, but I promise you, if you just stay motivated, consistent, and keep you some faith, you'll get through it. Trust me. Believe me, man. Real talk. But other than that, let's get straight into this whole situation right here. So this right here is the prime example of standing on business. Now, my boy James Spencer III, you had to write his name down. He got a hell of a name. It's really James Lewis Spencer III. He's 22 years old. Now, he stood on business. And what I mean by that is he did what he did and he owned up to it. And I mean, shit, he ain't changed or tried to run from this situation at all. You know what I'm saying? And what he did could be considered, commendable to a lot of people out there. And what I mean by that is he actually took out someone who was a potential predator. And I'm saying potential because it's not a lot of things out there about what necessarily took place. But I do want to say that he did find out that this dude was, an offender, and he has to report for the rest of his life. And he actually went to jail for having CP. Now, a lot of y'all probably don't know what that is, but I'm pretty sure a majority of y'all do. He got caught having that, videos of, people that he shouldn't be having videos that are, underage, things like that. But basically, long story short, he got out there and got his Chris Hansen on. Now, a lot of y'all know who Chris Hansen is. My boy Chris Hansen, he's the OG, he's the GOAT of catching predators. And, he was just sitting back, and playing like he was a little boy, James did. And he ended up baiting this dude in. You know what I'm saying? Because the boy wanted to mess with little boys. So he baited the dude in, and he actually took his life as well. Now, the guy's name is, Connery Showers, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? And these names, boy, they got some hell of a name. So I be having to write this stuff down sometime. But, he took his life. And I feel like that, in a lot of cases, I feel like that they should be, taken out. Like I always say, bro, they don't deserve to be around nobody. If they out here wanting to do these type of things to children, it just don't make no sense to me. But other than that, I didn't say what I had to say. A lot of the details are in the video, so I'm going to let them say that. I'm just going to speak on what I feel like I want to speak on during the video. So if you don't want to hear me talking at any point in time during this video that's on my channel, just get up off here, go find it somewhere if you can find it. If you can't find it, that's on you. I really don't give a damn about you no way, so it is what it is. But to my loyal supporters and my new supporters, when I say that, y'all already know I'm not talking to y'all. I'm only talking to those who don't want to hear me talking during the video that's on my channel. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I want to know y'all thoughts and opinions on this situation. I want y'all to hit the like button for me too as well. And let me know what y'all feel about everything like I said before. You know what I'm saying? This situation right here is very, very crazy. And I don't understand how some people can be mad at this man. But it is what it is. And I'm not condoning violence. I'm just saying, if you're willing to do certain things to children, you don't need to be here. That's just me. Let's get into it.
Candace Keith, the suspect in this case, is said to have wanted to harm a child because he believed that police weren't doing enough to keep them behind bars. He also says that he wanted to harm and rob them.
Standing on business, ain't he?
Mr. Frank Spencer, will you please stand up?
This is 22-year-old James Lewis Spencer III, standing before a judge who found there is probable cause to move forward with the charge he faces.
You're here for the first-degree felony offense of...
The details of the allegations, bizarre.
He was diabolically cunning.
Even for Victim Services Director of Houston Crime Stoppers, Andy Kahn.
When I looked at this, I'm going, this is the stuff you see in movies.
Spencer III was arrested by the Gulf Coast Violent Offenders Task Force yesterday. Houston police say last May he pretended to be a minor online and pretended to want to have with 37-year-old Sean Connery Showers, who he believed was a child. Then, when the two met up, officials say Spencer III shot Showers multiple times, leaving him ditch at 900 Northwood Street.
This guy had to have done a lot of deep background, had to prepare for this. This was not some random, spur of the moment deal.
Documents show Showers did serve federal time for being in possession of child pornography and also failed to register as a offender. Even if Showers planned to offend again, Khan says that was not justified.
Nobody should be taking the law into their own hands. He completed his sentence. Yes, he didn't register. Get that. But this is taking it way too far.
Now look, I'm gonna say this right here. It's a combination of things that could have happened in this situation. Remember, he got caught with CP, right? Having videos that he shouldn't be having. Now he could have really went off or snapped due to the fact of one of his family members possibly being a part of this case, right? But I feel like that even if that was true, he would have probably said that because he's standing on business so firm. I mean, he's standing like the Statue of Liberty, ain't he? You know what I'm saying? He's owning up to it, and he's saying what he's saying. I don't want to say that, you know what I'm saying, he felt like they weren't doing their job. I wanted y'all to hear him say that in the video so I can just speak about it, and I want to know y'all thoughts and opinions on it. Do y'all feel like that the justice system does enough? I already say this, like, consistently, that they don't do their jobs. And a lot of times people get away with things like this because, a lot of higher ups, really, really rock with their behavior. They are into having little boys and stuff like that too. But yeah, my boy's standing on business. Let's get back into it. My boy.
Spencer III right now is being held in the Harris County Jail on a $250,000 bond. If convicted, he faces up to life in prison. Reporting live outside of Houston Crime Stoppers tonight, Devin Clark, KPRC 2 News.
At noon, a man is charged with the murder of a convicted offender. He reportedly believed that police were not doing enough to keep offenders behind bars.
Real talk.
24-year-old James Spencer is now in custody, charged with of 37-year-old Sean Showers, a registered offender. Investigators say Spencer posed as a minor online and arranged a meeting with the convicted pedophile. Surveillance video allegedly shows Spencer driving by and taking showers several times at Mont Beach Park. Spencer was in probable court yesterday.
You told that third party that you believed the police were not doing enough to keep pedophiles incarcerated and that you wanted to rob and those type of men because they would do bad things to little.
You want to rob them too. Okay, and what's wrong with that? I heard the other dude in the beginning. I forgot to expound on that as well. The other dude in the beginning said that he did his time. Just because somebody else gave him time doesn't mean that, there was enough. Now, like I said, the details of the case are kind of scary because I'm pretty sure there was more than just those videos that probably got him this time. But I don't feel like it'd be enough because he had it on his mind to go out here and do something to this child. And he said that the dude wanted to go harm the child. Now, even though we know that the intercourse probably will harm the child, I feel like it was a little bit deeper than that. They don't want to release everything right now, which is understandable. But over time, I'm pretty sure we'll find out that there was some sick, twisted fantasies involved with this case as well. That's just my personal opinion. Let's get back into it.
Happened back in May. Spencer was finally taken into custody this week. Police say that he has admitted to his role in this shooting.
24-year-old man is accused of a registered offender. Court records say he did not believe law enforcement was doing enough to protect the community. James Spencer was booked into the Harris County Jail on a Wednesday. Reporter Micah Hatfield joins us live with details of how he allegedly planned all of this. Micah.
Eric, James Lewis Spencer III is here in the Harris County Jail. He's being held on a $250,000 bond, but court records show that the DA's office has filed a motion asking that he's held without bond. I spoke to the prosecutor on the case earlier today and asked him why he felt that was necessary in this case, and he said because it involved a planned action.
This is a planned execution, right? He targeted an individual, he set up a meet, knew where he was going to be, and then discharged a weapon multiple times, and then just went back home like nothing had happened.
Investigators say James...
But you saying all that, but this dude had planned to go meet a child and do things with a kid too as well. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that, damn, bro. RIP to this dude, you know what I'm saying? I want to send condolences to the family and things like that because sometimes, you can love a person and they still can be a piece of shit, you feel me? But I don't feel no sympathy for people like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're willing to go out here and do something like this, it just don't make no sense for you to still be living. That's just my personal opinion. Now, I'm not saying go do something to someone, and I'm not condoning it and things like that, but I do feel like that whatever comes your way, you know what I'm saying, you deserve it. Let's get back into it, though. Oh, yeah, and they're also saying that he's 24. They're also saying he's 22. I'm going to put the correct age in the comment section because they tripping, bro. 2 news stations that said 2 different things. Let's get back into it, though.
Louis Spencer III told his then girlfriend he was upset that police weren't doing enough to keep pedophiles in jail. According to court records, he told her if the law wasn't going to do anything, then he would, quote, himself.
Regardless of the likability of the victim, we're a nation of laws. So no one gets to be judge, jury, and depending on how they feel.
But law enforcement says Spencer, seen here in court this morning, apparently felt otherwise. Back in May of 2023, someone spotted 37-year-old Sean Connery Showers lifeless in a ditch next to a park on Northwood Drive. His cell phone found under him led police to a shocking discovery involving Spencer.
They were communicating using a social media app. The communications were sexual in nature, and the officers believe that they were meeting up at this park to engage in activity.
24-year-old Spencer was posing as someone underage when he agreed to meet up with Showers early that May morning, according to officials. Federal court records show Showers pleaded guilty to possession of child pornography and was mandated to register as a offender for life.
Based on the conversations he had with his girlfriend, that's a sort of comment that he had made, in the plural. But as of now, we're still investigating that.
Spencer was arrested on Wednesday. Investigators are still working to access his phone records. He's due back in court on Monday. In downtown, Micah Hatfield, ABC 13 Eyewitness.
Now look, like I said before, I'm not condoning violence and things like that, but I can understand his frustrations because it really, really makes me mad as well. Especially if this was a real situation and everything that they talked about went through. Then a lot of people wouldn't be looking at it the same way. I feel like that, shit, once you commit to doing certain things like this, there's no need for you, you know what I'm saying? You're really just a waste of space in my personal opinion, because why would you want to be out here harming kids and shit like that? It just don't make no sense to me, especially knowing that they are pure and stuff like that, bro. You just have a evil, hateful spirit, and I feel like it's no need for you. That's just my personal opinion. I can't say it no other way than that, but other than that, I didn't say what I had to say about the situation. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this situation. Free cuz, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, I don't condone violence, but I can understand and I respect people who stand on what they believe in and go ahead and be unapologetically themselves. He felt like he wanted to do that. He's standing on business in court. He's saying what he got to say, and he ain't deterred from what he's done. He's owning up to it. And sitting back at home every day, probably watching certain things happen, can really make a person go crazy, especially if he was harmed or messed with and he was a child. That's probably one of the reasons why he has a vendetta, if that's the truth. I don't know that to be true. It's just my personal thoughts and opinions. It's just a different scenario, just another perspective and things like that, But other than that, I done say what I had to say. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this situation, and I will holler at y'all later on another video. Thank each and every one of y'all if y'all made it to the end of this video. I'll holler at y'all later, though. All right.